save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well, and welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do something a little bit new. First of all, please stop for a second and hit the subscribe button. Okay. If you've been viewing me for a while, you know what this channel is all about. It's about nostalgia. It's about life. It's about collecting things, movies, Blu-rays, 4Ks, CDs, toys, autographs, whatever I'm into. It's probably what you're into, and that's why you came in. The only thing I think I'm running into a problem with is that I don't think I'm specifying properly in my summary or my description or whatever exactly what I'm doing here. So maybe that's why I'm having a hard time with the subscribe account. But listen, do me a favor right now. It really helped me. It's free. Hit the subscribe button. Do it right now. I appreciate you. So today I want to talk about autographs. We're gonna do autographs today. Yes, I have my big book of autographs. And I would like to tell you, I'm going to give you a little information how to help you on how to collect autographs. If you are an autograph collector, you want to be an autograph collector, you want to get into collecting autographs, there is options. Okay, there's options, and you want to make sure you make the right choices. Now, there's two different kinds of autographs. Now, number one, they say not to purchase autographs off of eBay. It can be very risky. Okay, they say I think it's like 80% of the autographs on eBay that are not certified are probably fake. Okay, and I will tell you, I ran into this at the beginning of my collecting world. Okay, when eBay was first started being I've been around that long. When eBay first started, I was collecting autographs, but I was going by these certificates of authenticity that were literally, you could tell they were printed out like on somebody's at-home printer. Okay, so in order to make sure that they're authentic, you probably got to send them out to a PSA, JSA, or Beckett. Now, I'll tell you right now, I will not purchase anything off of eBay anymore from word of mouth of a seller. Okay, it has to have a PSA, JSA, or a Beckett certified number at the bottom that I could actually see. It's even better if they put it in the description, because that way I can just copy and paste it right over to the website from Beckett, JSA, or PSA and make sure that is 100% authentic. Because if I do not get this confirmation of authenticity, to me it's kind of worthless. Okay, because now the deal is that you get the thing from the seller, you purchase it, then you got to send it out to Beckett or PSA or JSA, and it could cost you like $30, $40 depending on what it is you're sending out. Then it takes a while to come back. Then you take the risk of sending out your item that you just paid a lot of money for. You might have paid a lot of money for that autograph, and then you're going to send it out to these companies, and hopefully you get it back the same way you sent it out, you know. And to me, I've not had a lot of good luck with the Postal Service, so I prefer to just get my stuff in the mail, and I'd rather have it already certified. Now, the only other purchases that I will ever make, like, if I can just move this over here, this Funko Pop right here, let me see if I can grab it. Oh, we got Pee Wee Herman over here. This is very odd for me to be pulling stuff from the side. This did not come with a certificate of authenticity, okay? This is signed by Alicia Weir, which is the actress that played Abigail. I was very happy to get this, but I'm fine with this not having a certificate of authenticity. I'll tell you why. Because on the back of this, and I put this back there, on the back is Miss Weir, right back there, signing this specific pop. So, and I'll tell you, you got to be very careful with that too, because sometimes like if somebody's selling it to you on eBay and they're like, okay, we can send you a confirmation with a picture of them signing it. She might have signed like 3,000 of these things, and they might have only bought one, but they got the picture of her signing one. Make sure that the picture of whatever they're signing is the actual pop or actual autograph or actual whatever that you are getting, okay? Because I don't think we can get any clearer than a picture of the person signing the actual thing itself. So this is her signing this particular pop, and you can tell in the picture because she's using the purple marker. I can even tell by the writing. I made a very good judgment call by looking this up and trying to make sure that it was 100%, you know, the actual pop that she was signing. Okay, we got that? Okay, we're good. I hope I didn't have to do any editing. All right, on top of that, once you get your official authorized signature thing there, you want to protect it. Okay, you want to protect it. Some of these things are big money, and I had to find this thing, which cost me approximately $29.99. Paying for $30 with so paying for $7 and change, worth every penny. Okay, it's a binder. It actually has a plastic sleeve that it goes into. On top of that, plus this thing is waterproof, water resistant, and It has individual sleeves on the inside that hold your autographs. If you're going to pay a lot of money for an autograph, you want to protect that damn autograph. I'll tell you right now, you don't want nothing to happen to it. Now, today's video is just about my bigger autographs. These are the ones that had to go in these big cases. I have a lot of 8x10s. I don't do anything less than 8x10. I like to stay 8x10 or larger. I prefer to stay with just 8x10. Unfortunately, some of these things you have to get larger, and I wanted to figure out how to protect these the best way I can. So I did a little meta searching there. I went on my Meta AI, and I asked her the best way to protect my autographs, and I even gave her a scenario. I'm like, I described this particular portfolio case or whatever, which is made specifically to protect art and drawings and paintings and all kinds of stuff like that. And I asked her, I said, if I was to put the Declaration of Independence in this thing, would it protect it, being that I have plastic on top of plastic, and it's waterproof, and then I have a cover that goes over this thing, and I'm going to put it standing up, not laying down, so there's not pressure putting on it. If I was to put the Declaration of Independence in this thing, would it be safe? And she said no. She said no, in the case of Declaration of Independence, because it's so fragile and old, you would need something a little bit more to protect it. But we'll also talk about the Declaration of Independence. But when I did ask her about autographs, she said that this is like triple protection. I mean, I have plastic on top of plastic, on top of a waterproof thing, on top of a sliding thing that goes over this thing. She said it should be, as long as you keep it standing up and out of the way of anything, this should protect your autographs very, very well. So I was like, sold. So let's see what I have for. I believe these are not 8x10s. These are like something by 14s, and some of them are like something by 18s. Let's see what I got. Let's see what I got in here. This is just some, and we'll talk about them a little bit. I'll try to make the video as fast as possible though, because the 14-minute span thing is what I'm trying to work on here. Because I know some of you guys can't handle it. Just can't handle it. All right, so. First autograph I have here is from, listen, number one, I might not get the names right, okay? But I will get the characters right, because, so we have the first one is and I turned the ring light too so you can see these things a little better. This is a Flash Gordon autograph signed by the man who played Flash Gordon. Yes, me drawing a complete blank on who the heck the man was that played Flash Gordon. You can comment below. We can start a little conversation there, and you can school me on who the heck it was, because I can't not remember what the heck his name was. I know he was in Ted. Okay, I know that was important, but I'm a big fan of the original Flash Gordon. As a kid, I grew up with that, so this was real cheap. Like I said, some of these you could get real lucky, and they're only like a couple dollars. Some you're gonna spend a lot of money. This one I want to say I probably paid about $25 for. Real cheap, and I kind of like it. It's the actual poster from Flash Gordon, and I like Flash Gordon, so that was a win. This was a cheap win, and it does have the authorization code thing on the bottom, so I can look it up and check it. Next one we have is another Miss Alicia Weir from one of my favorite horror movies, Abigail. There's a couple Alicia Weirs and a couple of Megans in here, because Megan and Abigail being kind of top tier in my horror harmonies. I'll call them harmonies, horror comedies. So this one was very important. This is another one also with does not have the Beckett, JSA, or PSA, but it does have the photograph of her actually signing the item, and I do have it in the back of this thing. Oh, I don't have it in the back of there where you can see it. You can see it. It's actually inside the plastic, but it is her actually signing this thing. And what was cool about this is that usually she used to sign things AW, but this one she actually signed Alicia Weir Abigail. So I thought that was kind of cool. Had to grab it. I hope this is coming in clear. Am I coming in clear? Next one we have is another Abigail. This was actually signed by two of the Abigail cast members, which was Alicia Weir, which plays a little girl from Abigail, which plays Abigail, and the main female character. Can't remember what the main female character's name was or what the actress's name was, but it's signed by her right there, and then Alicia Weir signed hers right there, the AW. See? The reason why I bought the other one is because I wanted the whole Alicia Weir. I thought so this one came out when the movie first came out. So I'm assuming that, when the movie first came out, she was kind of signing things a little faster. This one was actually at like a sit-down meet and greet. I want to say in Canada. It's what the seller told me, and that she doesn't do a lot of like signings because she's not from around here. So I grabbed it because it was a pretty good deal. And he gave me a deal on that. I bought the pop from him too. So I was like, okay, well, you know, we're going real here. Then we have an autographed Rob Zombie. Me and my son went to go see Mr. Zombie. And I think it was Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper not too long ago. A little while back. Yeah, a little while back. When I say not too long ago, that's just me, my crazy head, thinking that was not too long ago, but it was actually a little while back. And the type of person I am is that if I go to a concert, I see the concert shirts, I want the concert shirts, but then I'm like, are the concert shirts going to have a lot of value later on in life? Like later on, if my kids want to go sell them, are they going to have value? If I wear them, they're going to become worthless. So they're going to get washed, they're going to get ruined, they're going to shrink. Those concert shirts shrink. A lot of ones I've bought in the past shrink, and then sometimes they're made kind of poorly, so the picture kind of starts to fall apart. And if you wear them a lot, if you really love the group or whatever, they kind of wear out. So I don't buy concert shirts anymore. Now when I go to a concert, I'll actually go search for an autograph from the person I'm going to see, and I'll buy that off of eBay instead. And this one does have a Beckett Authenticity on the bottom. This is a little odd holding things today, but it has a Beckett Authenticity on the bottom. I just thought it was kind of cool. Autographs right here. Rob Zombie. I got Rob Zombie tattooed on my arm. One of my viewers said that he's not the nicest guy to talk to, not very talkative if you meet him in person, but I didn't have to meet him in person for the autograph. I just bought the autograph, and it is Beckett authorized, so I know it's his. All right, so let's go to the next one here. We have all right, so this is, I'm going to mess this up, Patricia Quinn and Nell, it's like says it right there, but I can't read it, which are Magenta and, wow, Magenta from Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm a big Rocky Horror Picture Show fan, but I always call her Nell, but what the heck is her name? Magenta and I just had it, something Onia. Magenta. Wow. Come on, Mr. Brain Fart. Get this thing straightened out. Magenta and oh, come on. I need some technical stuff right here in front of me. That's not good. Magenta and Columbia. All right. It says right on the bottom of the thing. All right, Magenta and Columbia. I should have known that. Listen, Rocky Horror Picture Show is like one of my favorite musicals of all time. We go every single year, maybe 2-3 times around Halloween time to go see the live shadow cast perform Rocky Horror Picture Show. I remember the VHS tape being on the counter when I was a kid, and my dad like, no, we ain't never getting that. You can't watch that. You know, we're not getting that. Yeah, I don't even know if he ever saw it. He wanted to get, but he ended up buying it because it was originally when it first came out. They had it on the counter. It was a big deal when it first came out on VHS, and they wanted like $75 to $100 for it. And I saw it on the counter at like Apex, and I'm like, Dad, what is that? And you see the lips on the thing. And he's like, I don't know what that is. We don't need that. Whatever. I'm like, oh, no, kid, we don't need it for $100, but what the heck is it? I don't know what that is. But I think he did. I think he knew what it was, and I don't think he wanted me to know what it was. But I'll tell you, after seeing it for the first time, and then seeing Tim Curry playing Dr. Frankenfurter and Riff Raff there doing this little thing in the tower there, I was sold. You know, I just thought it was a great musical, and I put it in my top two or three or whatever. You know, I also a big fan of Sweeney Todd. Really like Sweeney Todd, but yeah. So we have so I do have a big poster in the living room of Tim Curry autographed, and I also have a 8x10 of Tim Curry autographed. Actually, I have the small one of Tim Curry is actually of him as Pennywise, but the big one is a Rocky Horror Picture Show. I do have Brad and Janet, you know, which is signed by them, and I do have a what's his name? Wow, there's a light over at the Frankenstein. What the heck is his name? Riff Raff autograph. But those are all 8x10 also. Next one we have is my big ticket. I'll be paying on this thing probably for another couple more months. Is my Ozzy Osbourne bat jumping one there, which is a Beckett authorized certificate of authenticity Beckett of the man Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, God rest his soul. I had to get that. I actually ordered that 3 days before his death, and then once he passed, it actually went up in value. But I'm still making payments on it. Unfortunately, it's a thing. Looking at this now, I just want to make sure that that's just like okay, that's part of his outfit. I was having a little bit of a panic then, like something happened to this thing. No, it's not. It's me looking at this. I'm looking at this stuff. He's got like this beading like beads coming down here, and I was like, "Is that ink? Is there ink on this thing?" Did I screw this thing up? I'm like, "No, that's not that." But yes, this was signed by Ozzy in the mid range of his career. You know, like when he could actually, like towards the end, his signature you started to see get a little bit shaky, a little bit rough. But this one's a good one. This is legible. You can see the Ozzy very clear. I like it. All right, next one we have here is Mr. Iron Mike Tyson. This is actually my second autographed Mike Tyson autograph. I have one that my son got me, which was Little Mac with Mike Tyson from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. He got me that for Christmas. But I was like, you know what? I want to get just a regular old Mike Tyson. I'm a Mike Tyson fan. He's my era of boxes. He's the guy that we used to pay for the pay-per-views and watch him knock out a guy in like 29 seconds. And then next thing you know, we're just sitting there watching like replays of the fight. Like for the next 2.5 hours, they don't know what to do with it, you know. That was a thing back in the day. This was a long time ago because I'm thinking back to the stores that I used to go to and the people I used to talk to, and that was a while back. But yeah, that's when Tyson used to just like get in the ring and they like ring the bell and like 2 minutes you walk up to the guy and just punch him in the face and gone. You know what I mean? That was a thing. So he was a little bit of a hero of mine. I'm like the anger, the fury, beautiful. Then I got a couple more here. There's a couple. There's one. One is a little hard to explain. This one was actually just given to me. And it's a signature of the little boy guy or whatever that played the first Jason Voorhees that hopped out of the water there. And then on the other side here, I have Cheech and Chong, Tommy Chong and Cheech Marin. Big Cheech and Chong fan. If you haven't noticed in the background here, that poster on the back is also signed by Cheech and Chong. That one actually got signed when I went to go see Cheech and Chong. We had front row to see Cheech and Chong, and it was so cool because there's a bit that they do where they play dogs, and we literally had Tommy Chong and Cheech like right in front of us sniffing us. Me and my wife were sitting in the front row. It was the coolest thing ever, and they did this bit when they make believe their dogs sniffing each other's butts and everything like that. And they actually came right over in the front row and were like sniffing at us and everything. It was so cool and such a great memory. And that thing over there, that dog pooping a couple of joints there, is signed by Tommy Chong and Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong's wife. She did the opening act for them that night at the club that went to go see him in. And next one I have here is a Megan. Probably should have waited on this one. I bought this one the night I saw Megan for the first time. We left the movie theater, got in the car, and I ordered it right away. It's signed by the girl that plays Megan, not the voice, the girl that plays Megan. And I hopped on this thing, but I hopped on it for a high price. I think I paid like almost a couple $100 for this thing. And now you can probably get like a Megan autograph for probably about $100 or not less in this size, in this condition. This is also Beckett authorized. Got the authenticity on the bottom there. It can be scanned, barcode can be scanned, and it can be proven. That's very important because I'll tell you right now, this will be easier for me to sell on eBay if it has that certificate of authenticity that can be scanned and gone to a website. If you have one of those paper ones that is printed out or somebody made it up or whatever, you're going to have a hard time selling it. And on top of that, you might send it out to JSA, PSA, or Beckett and find out it's not real. You might find out that what you bought was fake. Okay, and there's a lot of fakes on eBay. There's just a lot of people that want to rip people off. Next one I have is another Megan, also signed by the actress who played Megan. And I bought this one only because I thought it was cool. I liked the way she was dressed, and I thought it was kind of cool looking. So I bought that one afterwards because I'm such a Megan and Abigail fan. And I think that might be, yeah, that's it for my bigger ones for now. Is that? Yep, that's it. All right, yep, that's it for my larger autographs. Now I have a lot of 8x10s. There's gonna be a couple more videos. I'm gonna they're actually buried behind all of this stuff in the back. I had this behind all this stuff in the back is actually a rollout cabinet, and it's in the rollout cabinet where I have probably close to like 200 autographs from either people I've met or people I've had go to Comic-Cons for me and have things signed, or I've had most of the time, like I said, I buy the stuff and it has to have the certificate of authenticity. I also have a couple of trusted sellers that are the specific people I buy from because they have 100% feedback. They've been around for a long, long time. We're talking, I mean, over like 15, 20 years on eBay, and have 100% feedback with no problems whatsoever. So they are trusted. And if I was to send the things in back to Beckett or PSA or JSA, they would be authorized once again because I know that they're real. But they are all authorized already, so I don't really have to do that. But just the fact that these guys have been around for like 20 years and I haven't had any issue. And they also have a store in Salem, Massachusetts, by the way. The person that I work with, he has a store there's a mall in Salem, Massachusetts, and he sells autographs there. And sometimes he has people come in and do signings. Like not too long ago, he had the cast of Hocus Pocus there, which they came in and they did a signing there. I was there for that, but I didn't get anything because I wasn't interested. There was no Bette Midler. There was no actual witches. The witches weren't there. It was actually the little boy that played, well, not a boy anymore, but the man that played the boy in the first Hocus Pocus, and then there was, I think, the little girl and somebody else, whatever. And I wasn't interested in any one of those. I was like, no, it was the one that played Billy, whatever, the zombie guy there. And I was like, not gonna pay that kind of money for those kind of autographs. Don't really need them in my life. I'm good. If it was Bette Midler, I'd probably be there and be on board. But besides that, was not the day for me to go spend $40, $50 on an autograph from the kid who played the kid from Hocus Pocus. But that is a trusted seller. And when it comes to autographs, you want to make sure you have that PSA, JSA, or Beckett authorization. I'm telling you right now, because I bought, like I said, earlier in my collecting time when I didn't know better, I bought some Martin Short autograph. I bought a not Tim Curry, what's his name? Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey autograph. And they came with this big certificate of authenticity. It looked good. It was printed out. It had like this thing. It even had a little sticker on, a little hologram sticker. And it looked really, really good. To this day, I don't know if they're real or fake. But that's the whole thing, is that to this day, I don't know if they're real or fake. And I don't really feel like spending I don't feel like spending the $20, $30 to find out. Because I'm kind of at this point where I've had them for so long, because it's been about 20 years, that if I send them in and they come back as fake, it's got to kind of bum me out a little bit. So I'd rather just like put them to the side and make believe they're real. And that's all good with me. But yeah, I wanted to show you some of my autographs. So I'm trying to do some different things with this channel. So you please hit the like button, share button, subscribe button, and a notification button so you can get notifications when I do different things. I'm also trying different setups. I'm also trying different. Listen, the podcast is going well. I'm working on the stuff for that. And that's a listening thing. That's going to be on Apple. That's going to be on Spotify. That's going to be on YouTube on Sundays. I believe I'm going to put but it's all audio. Okay, you're going to see the visual of my logo. But it's an all audio, and that's me sitting down with like my wife, kids, special guests, people that know things, people that have met celebrities, people that know. Listen, this channel is starting to do stuff, so please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this stuff on your Instagrams, your Facebooks, your X's, so whatever you share your stuff on. Share it, because it would only help me out, and maybe somebody might find this stuff interesting. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm trying to branch out. We're not just doing media anymore. We're still gonna do the 4Ks, Blu-rays, and DVDs. That's not gonna ever go away. CDs will always be there because that's my thing, and I will continue to collect those till the day I die, along with toys. So the unboxing of toys, that will be there. And now I'm branching off to show you some autographs. Why not? Why not show you some of the stuff? The bottom line is that I've been thinking a lot about like this lately. Is I don't have like real friends that come visit. I don't have actually the only friend I had, he passed away in a motorcycle accident, and he was the one that would come over and I'd be able to show him stuff. And then I have this other friend that's he's just a young kid, you know what I mean? And I hardly ever see him that much, but I think he's kind of cool, and I love showing off my collection. I love being like getting people interested and having like dialogue about it. You know what I mean? It's like some people really get excited about it. Like I get super excited. My wife, not so much. My kids, not so much. They're not really on board. And it kind of makes me sad because it's almost like a museum over here, and I want to share it, but I can't. I don't really want to. I'm not going to open my house up to strangers. That's not going to happen. And this is the best platform to do it. So yes, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this stuff. Let's get some more people on here. Let's get some conversation going on down there in the comments. And I will see you later. You should have saved me some.